Mental Health in the Modern World, Navigating the Challenges of Today's Society. Introduction, Understanding the Landscape of Modern Mental Health. In recent years, discussions about mental health have taken on a new urgency and openness, thanks to changes in society, technology, and a growing awareness of well-being. The modern world, with all its advancements and connectivity, has brought both tremendous benefits and unprecedented challenges to our mental and emotional lives. Navigating the demands of fast-paced jobs, maintaining social relationships, and simply keeping up with the constant flow of information often leave people feeling overwhelmed, anxious, and fatigued. Today, the impact of mental health extends far beyond individuals, influencing families, workplaces, and even economies. More people are experiencing symptoms of stress, anxiety, and depression at levels never seen before, yet at the same time, a global conversation has emerged to address these issues openly and compassionately. This is an era in which we're finally beginning to understand that mental health is not just a personal concern, it's a societal one too. But why do so many of us feel disconnected, burnt out, or lost amid all of life's demands? How does social media shape our self-image, and what role does technology play in our stress levels? In this book, we'll unpack these questions and explore practical ways to cultivate mental resilience and peace. The chapters ahead will provide insights into the unique factors affecting mental health today, from the pressures of modern work and relationships to the potential for new therapies and practices that can help individuals reclaim their well-being. Throughout, you'll find that mental health is not an isolated part of life but something that touches every aspect of our daily experiences. With compassion, evidence-based strategies, and a focus on empowerment, this book aims to support anyone looking to understand and improve their mental wellness. If you're seeking clarity, hope, and practical solutions in a world that sometimes feels chaotic, you're in the right place. Let's embark on this journey together to better understand mental health in the modern world and discover pathways toward a balanced, fulfilling life. Chapter 1. The Impact of Technology on Mental Health. How digital connectivity shapes our minds. In the past few decades, technology has fundamentally reshaped the way we interact with the world, each other, and even ourselves. From the constant connectivity provided by smartphones to the vast amounts of information available at our fingertips, our digital landscape has revolutionized modern life. But along with these conveniences come unique challenges. The line between work and personal life has blurred, social interactions have moved increasingly online, and people often feel the pressure to stay constantly updated or risk feeling left out. All these changes have undeniable effects on our mental health. The allure of constant connectivity. One of the most pervasive aspects of modern technology is the feeling of being constantly plugged in. Notifications, messages, emails, and alerts draw us back to our devices throughout the day and even during moments of rest. This endless connectivity can create a sense of urgency, as if we're always supposed to be doing something or attending to someone. Research shows that this compulsion to check our devices activates the brain's reward centers, producing a release of dopamine that creates a cycle of habit-forming behavior. Over time, many people find it hard to disconnect, even when they're supposed to be relaxing. The result? Heightened stress, reduced quality of sleep, and a sense of mental exhaustion. Impact on attention span and focus. The constant demands of technology have affected our ability to concentrate. Studies indicate that multitasking, often encouraged by switching between apps, messages, and notifications, can actually decrease productivity and increase cognitive fatigue. Our brains aren't wired to handle frequent, rapid shifts between tasks, and this continual switching can lead to mental overload. It's not uncommon for people to find it difficult to focus on a single task without feeling the urge to check their devices. Over time, this fragmented attention can affect our cognitive abilities and even our relationships, as we find it harder to be fully present in conversations and experiences. Social media and self-image. Social media platforms, designed to keep users engaged, have introduced a new layer of complexity in how we see ourselves. These platforms often present curated snapshots of others' lives, leading to a culture of comparison. Seeing friends, influencers, and celebrities showcase seemingly perfect lives can create feelings of inadequacy, jealousy, or low self-worth. Studies show that heavy social media use is linked to increased levels of anxiety and depression, particularly among young people who may be more vulnerable to social pressures. Moreover, social media algorithms prioritize content that elicits strong emotional responses, often leading to sensationalism, outrage, or polarization. This emotional volatility can heighten stress and even influence our mental resilience. Many users experience doom scrolling, a phenomenon where people compulsively consume negative or alarming news content, which can lead to heightened feelings of anxiety and fear about the world. The pressure of perfectionism and performance. Technology can also create a heightened sense of perfectionism. With professional and social lives often displayed publicly, people can feel the pressure to constantly perform or appear successful. In workplaces, the ability to work remotely means that professional boundaries are often ignored. Many employees find themselves working longer hours, responding to emails late into the night, and feeling guilty for taking time off. This perpetual availability can contribute to burnout, a state of emotional, physical, and mental exhaustion caused by excessive and prolonged stress. The pressure to keep up with an always-on culture can lead to self-criticism, exhaustion, and feelings of inadequacy. Practical steps to reclaim digital well-being. Addressing the impact of technology on mental health requires a balanced approach. Technology itself isn't inherently harmful, rather, it's about how we use it. Here are some practical steps for maintaining digital well-being. 1. Set boundaries. Establish specific times for checking emails or social media and stick to them. Setting aside device-free times, such as during meals or before bed, can help create mental space. 2. Prioritize offline activities. Engaging in offline hobbies, such as reading, cooking, or spending time in nature, can provide much-needed breaks from digital interactions. 3. Practice mindful usage. Notice when and why you reach for your device. Are you bored, stressed, or looking for distraction? Recognizing these patterns can help you make more intentional choices about device usage. 4. Limit notifications. Turn off non-essential notifications to reduce digital distractions. Apps often allow customization of alerts, so only the most important updates are seen. 5. Detox from social media. Taking regular breaks from social media can help recalibrate your perspective and reduce the pressure of comparison. Technology's potential for positive mental health support. It's important to recognize that technology also holds enormous potential for improving mental health. Mental health apps, online counseling, mindfulness and meditation platforms, and access to support communities can be incredibly beneficial. Apps that monitor mood, sleep patterns, or physical activity can provide helpful insights, giving people the tools to understand and take control of their mental well-being. Teletherapy, in particular, has removed many barriers to accessing mental health care, making therapy more accessible and comfortable for many. Conclusion: navigating technology mindfully. In this fast-paced, hyper-connected world, the goal isn't to eliminate technology but to find ways to use it that support rather than harm our mental health. By recognizing the effects of digital connectivity, setting boundaries, and taking advantage of the positive aspects technology offers, we can find a balanced approach. Navigating the world of technology mindfully can empower us to benefit from its advantages while mitigating its risks. As we move forward, making conscious choices about our digital lives will become an essential part of mental wellness in the modern world. Chapter 2: Stress in the Fast-Paced World. Coping with constant pressure and overload. The modern world moves faster than ever before, with the pressure to stay productive, perform, and meet expectations often feeling relentless. In a society that places a premium on achievement, it's easy to feel like there's no time to pause, reflect, or even take a breath. While ambition and drive can lead to progress, the pace and demands of modern life can also take a serious toll on our mental health, leading to chronic stress, anxiety, and burnout. This chapter explores the causes of stress in today's world, its effects on mental and physical health, and practical ways to find balance amidst the pressure. The nature of modern stress. Stress itself isn't new, it's a natural response designed to help us face immediate threats. But unlike our ancestors, who dealt with short bursts of stress when facing danger, modern stressors are often continuous. Work demands, social expectations, financial pressures, and personal responsibilities pile up without reprieve, leaving many feeling stretched thin. The pervasive use of technology, while beneficial in many ways, means we're also accessible around the clock, making it difficult to truly disconnect and decompress. Work-related stress, a major contributor. Work has become one of the most significant sources of stress for many people. The boundaries between work and personal life have blurred, particularly with the rise of remote work and the expectation of 24/7 availability. People feel the pressure to constantly perform, respond quickly to messages, and keep up with deadlines and targets, often sacrificing their personal time and well-being in the process. This always-on culture is one of the leading causes of burnout, a state of mental, emotional, and physical exhaustion that comes from prolonged stress. Additionally, job insecurity, high competition, and the fear of underperforming all contribute to work-related anxiety. Studies show that chronic stress in the workplace can lead to decreased job satisfaction, increased absenteeism, and higher turnover rates. The impact doesn't stop at work, it spills into personal lives, affecting relationships, sleep quality, and overall mental health. The pressure of perfectionism and societal expectations. Society today often equates success with constant productivity and flawless achievement. Social media amplifies these expectations, showcasing images of success, wealth, and happiness, leading to an endless comparison cycle. Many feel pressured to meet these ideals, striving to have it all and appear perfect, both personally and professionally. The result is an intense pressure to succeed, which can be both overwhelming and unsustainable. This pursuit of perfection often leads to self-criticism, anxiety, and low self-esteem when reality falls short of these ideals. The effects of chronic stress on mental and physical health. The effects of chronic stress are far-reaching, impacting both mind and body. Mentally, prolonged stress can contribute to anxiety disorders, depression, and sleep disturbances. People may also experience irritability, difficulty concentrating, and a constant feeling of being on edge. Physically, stress triggers the body's fight-or-flight response, releasing hormones like cortisol and adrenaline. Over time, high levels of these hormones can lead to physical health problems, including high blood pressure, digestive issues, a weakened immune system, and increased risk of heart disease. The concept of good stress versus bad stress. Not all stress is harmful. In fact, some stress can be beneficial. Known as eustress, this positive stress helps us stay motivated, driven, and focused on achieving our goals. Eustress can push us to meet challenges, improve performance, and stimulate personal growth. However, when stress becomes chronic, unmanageable, or overwhelming, it shifts into distress, the harmful type of stress that negatively affects health. Recognizing the difference between these two types of stress is important for understanding when stress is serving a useful purpose and when it's time to take steps to reduce it. Practical strategies to manage and reduce stress. Managing stress in a world that never seems to slow down can be challenging, but there are effective strategies to help regain a sense of balance. Here are a few. 1. Set boundaries. Define clear boundaries between work and personal life. Turn off work notifications outside of work hours, and allocate specific times for checking emails and messages. 2. Prioritize self-care. Regular exercise, adequate sleep, and a balanced diet can have a profound impact on stress levels. Physical activity, even just a daily walk, releases endorphins and reduces cortisol, the stress hormone. 3. Practice mindfulness and meditation. These practices help to center the mind, slow down racing thoughts, and increase resilience against stress. Techniques like deep breathing, progressive muscle relaxation, and guided meditation can provide immediate relief from stress and anxiety. 4. Break tasks into manageable steps. Large tasks can feel overwhelming, so break them down into smaller, actionable steps. This makes it easier to manage your time, reduces feelings of being overwhelmed, and gives a sense of progress and accomplishment. 5. Learn to say no. Taking on too much is a common source of stress. Practice saying no to additional responsibilities or commitments when your plate is already full. Prioritize tasks and activities that align with your values and well-being. 6. Seek social support. Talking with friends, family, or a support group can help relieve stress. Sharing your thoughts and feelings with someone you trust can offer comfort, perspective, and often solutions to the challenges you're facing. Cultivating resilience in a stressful world. Building resilience is key to navigating a fast-paced world. Resilience doesn't eliminate stress but rather equips us to handle it better. Developing resilience involves adopting a positive outlook, focusing on strengths, and learning from past experiences. This mindset can help people adapt to challenges and recover from setbacks with greater ease. Some ways to cultivate resilience include practicing gratitude, maintaining a healthy work-life balance, and developing a strong support network. Recognizing when it's time to seek professional help. While managing stress on your own can be effective, there are times when professional help is necessary. Chronic stress, especially when it leads to symptoms of anxiety or depression, can benefit greatly from therapy or counseling. Mental health professionals can provide tools and strategies tailored to individual needs, offering structured ways to address stressors and develop healthier coping mechanisms. Therapy can also provide a safe, supportive space to work through the deeper issues contributing to stress, offering relief and promoting long-term mental wellness. Embracing a balanced approach. In a world that seems to demand more from us each day, learning how to manage stress and seek balance is essential. The goal isn't to eliminate stress entirely, as that's neither possible nor desirable. Instead, by understanding the causes of stress, setting healthy boundaries, and practicing effective stress management techniques, we can navigate the pressures of modern life with greater ease and resilience. Embracing a balanced approach allows us to stay productive and engaged without sacrificing our mental and physical health. Chapter 3: The Rise of Anxiety and Depression. Understanding common disorders in today's society. As stress becomes a constant in our daily lives, anxiety and depression are increasingly prevalent, affecting people across all age groups and backgrounds. These mental health challenges are no longer isolated experiences, they've become defining features of our modern world. This chapter delves into the factors contributing to the rise in anxiety and depression, explores the nature of these conditions, and offers practical insights and strategies for managing them in daily life. Understanding anxiety, more than just worry. Anxiety is a natural response to stress, a state of alert that prepares us to face challenges or dangers. However, in today's world, this reaction often goes into overdrive. Rather than occurring occasionally in response to a clear threat, anxiety can become chronic, affecting daily life and overall well-being. It manifests not just as worry but as an overwhelming sense of dread or unease, often accompanied by physical symptoms like a racing heart, tension, or gastrointestinal distress. There are various types of anxiety disorders, including generalized anxiety disorder, GAD, social anxiety, panic disorder, and phobias. Each has unique characteristics but shares an underlying theme: persistent worry or fear that disrupts daily life. For many, the pressures of work, social life, financial concerns, and even global events contribute to a heightened state of anxiety that can feel inescapable. Depression, the hidden burden. Depression is more than just feeling sad or down. It's a pervasive condition that impacts thoughts, feelings, and physical health. Individuals with depression often experience feelings of hopelessness, low self-worth, and a lack of interest in activities they once enjoyed. The causes of depression are multifaceted, involving a combination of genetic, biochemical, environmental, and psychological factors. While everyone experiences ups and downs, depression is marked by a persistent low mood that can last weeks, months, or even years. In recent years, depression rates have surged globally, particularly among young adults and adolescents. Social media, financial instability, and the increasing pressures of modern life all play a role in this rise. People with depression may find it difficult to maintain their routines, impacting their performance at work, relationships, and overall quality of life. Depression often coexists with anxiety, creating a cycle that can be hard to break. Why anxiety and depression are on the rise. Several key factors contribute to the increasing rates of anxiety and depression. 1. Social media and comparison. Social media provides constant exposure to the curated lives of others, which can lead to feelings of inadequacy and low self-worth. This phenomenon, often called compare and despair, particularly affects younger individuals who are more likely to compare themselves to their peers. 2. Economic pressures. The cost of living, job insecurity, and student debt are just a few financial stressors that weigh heavily on many people, especially younger generations. These pressures can create feelings of hopelessness or fear about the future. 3. Urbanization and disconnection from nature. Many people live in busy, densely populated urban environments where green spaces and access to nature are limited. Research shows that time spent in natural environments reduces stress and improves mental health, and the lack of this access can contribute to feelings of anxiety and sadness. 4. Isolation and loneliness. Paradoxically, despite increased connectivity, people report feeling lonelier than ever. The decrease in face-to-face interactions and a lack of deep, meaningful relationships contribute to feelings of isolation and emotional distress. 5. Information overload. The 24/7 news cycle and the ease of accessing information have created a phenomenon known as doom scrolling. Constant exposure to negative news can heighten anxiety, making people feel as though the world is in constant crisis. Recognizing the signs and symptoms. Recognizing the symptoms of anxiety and depression is an essential first step in seeking help and developing coping strategies. While each person's experience is unique, common symptoms of anxiety include constant worry or feelings of impending doom, difficulty concentrating, muscle tension or frequent headaches, irritability and restlessness, trouble sleeping. Symptoms of depression, on the other hand, often include persistent sadness or feelings of emptiness, loss of interest in activities once enjoyed, feelings of guilt, worthlessness, or hopelessness, fatigue and lack of energy, changes in appetite or sleep patterns. It's important to note that these symptoms can vary in intensity and frequency. For some, symptoms may be mild and occasional. For others, they can be severe and persistent. Coping mechanisms and treatment options. Addressing anxiety and depression involves a combination of self-care strategies, lifestyle adjustments, and, when necessary, professional help. Here are some proven approaches to managing these conditions. 1. Cognitive behavioral therapy, CBT is a widely used therapeutic approach for both anxiety and depression. It helps individuals identify and challenge negative thought patterns, replacing them with healthier, more balanced perspectives. CBT also teaches coping skills that can be used in everyday situations. 2. Medication. For some individuals, medication can be an effective way to manage symptoms, especially when combined with therapy. Antidepressants and anti-anxiety medications can help regulate brain chemistry and are often used as part of a comprehensive treatment plan. Consulting with a healthcare provider is essential to determine if medication is appropriate. 3. Mindfulness and meditation. Practices that promote mindfulness, such as meditation and yoga, can reduce symptoms of both anxiety and depression by helping people stay grounded in the present moment. These techniques encourage acceptance and reduce rumination, which is often a key factor in mental health struggles. 4. Exercise and physical activity. Regular physical activity has been shown to reduce symptoms of anxiety and depression. Exercise releases endorphins, the body's natural mood enhancers, and can also improve sleep quality, boost self-esteem, and reduce feelings of stress. 5. Limit social media use. Reducing time spent on social media can mitigate the effects of comparison and protect mental well-being. Setting boundaries around social media usage, like taking digital detox breaks, can help create a healthier relationship with technology. 6. Building a support network. Connecting with friends, family, or support groups can provide emotional support and reduce feelings of isolation. Many people find that talking openly about their experiences with trusted individuals can be a powerful tool for coping. When to seek help. While self-care strategies are essential, it's crucial to recognize when anxiety or depression becomes unmanageable. If symptoms begin to interfere significantly with daily life, professional help should be sought. Many people hesitate to reach out due to stigma or fear of judgment, but seeking help is a sign of strength and commitment to well-being. Therapists, counselors, and mental health professionals are trained to provide support and guide individuals through recovery. The role of compassion and self-acceptance. Living with anxiety or depression can be challenging, but practicing self-compassion can be transformative. It's common for people to be hard on themselves, feeling guilty or weak for experiencing these conditions. However, self-acceptance and understanding that mental health struggles are not personal failings can alleviate additional emotional burdens. Learning to treat oneself with kindness and recognizing that recovery is a journey can foster resilience and hope. The step toward wellness. Anxiety and depression, though challenging, are also highly manageable with the right approach. Understanding that these conditions are responses to a fast-paced, demanding world can shift our perspective from blame to self-compassion. In this chapter, we've explored the roots of these conditions and strategies for managing them. As we move forward, we'll continue to build on these insights, offering practical advice for navigating specific aspects of mental health in the modern world. Remember, while anxiety and depression may feel overwhelming, they are not insurmountable. With support, knowledge, and practical tools, well-being is within reach. Chapter 4: Social Media and Self-Image. The influence of online platforms on self-worth. Social media has become an integral part of daily life, shaping how people connect, share, and even perceive themselves. While these platforms offer opportunities for social interaction and self-expression, they also create new challenges for mental health. The carefully curated images and stories displayed on social media can lead to feelings of inadequacy, low self-esteem, and a distorted sense of reality. This chapter explores how social media influences self-image, the psychology behind these effects, and practical ways to cultivate a healthy relationship with online platforms. The power of perception. Highlight reels versus reality. One of the primary challenges of social media is its ability to blur the line between perception and reality. Platforms like Instagram, Facebook, and TikTok allow users to present carefully crafted versions of their lives, often showcasing only the most exciting or perfect moments. The polished highlights people share can lead to the assumption that others are always happy, successful, and living lives free of problems. This illusion fosters a culture of comparison as individuals measure their own lives against these idealized images. Research shows that constant exposure to these highlight reels can lower self-esteem and increase feelings of inadequacy. When people only see others' achievements or joyous moments, they may feel as though they're falling short, even if the reality is far more nuanced. This gap between perception and reality can be damaging, particularly for younger users, who may still be developing their sense of identity and self-worth. The psychology of likes and validation. Social media platforms are designed to engage users, and one of the key ways they do this is by offering immediate feedback through likes, comments, and shares. This validation can be addictive, creating a cycle where people seek approval from their online networks. The brain's reward system is activated by these digital affirmations, releasing dopamine, the same chemical associated with feelings of pleasure and reward. Over time, this can lead to a reliance on social media for self-esteem, as individuals begin to tie their self-worth to the number of likes or positive comments they receive. However, the opposite is also true. A lack of validation or negative feedback can significantly impact mood and self-image. People may feel discouraged, anxious, or rejected if their posts don't receive as much attention as they hoped. This dependency on external approval can lead to social media anxiety, a state where individuals feel pressured to maintain a positive online image, often at the cost of their true selves. Filters, editing, and body image issues. The widespread use of filters and photo editing apps on social media has created unrealistic beauty standards that many people feel pressured to meet. Filters can drastically alter one's appearance, changing skin tone, slimming features, and enhancing certain characteristics. While these tools can be fun, they also contribute to a culture of unattainable beauty. Studies show that excessive exposure to edited images can lead to body dissatisfaction, especially among young women and teenagers. The impact of these altered images is profound. People may begin to feel that their natural appearance is inadequate or unattractive, leading to a distorted self-image. The phenomenon, known as Snapchat dysmorphia, has even led some individuals to seek cosmetic surgery to replicate the filtered versions of themselves they see online. This constant comparison with edited images creates a cycle of self-criticism and dissatisfaction, eroding confidence and self-acceptance. The effects of social media on mental health. Social media's influence on self-image doesn't stop at appearance. It can also impact mental well-being. Studies show a clear link between heavy social media use and increased rates of anxiety and depression. Constant exposure to other people's achievements, lifestyles, and appearances can foster a fear of missing out, FOMO, leading to feelings of loneliness, jealousy, and stress. The need to keep up with others' perfect lives can create a relentless pressure to perform, as individuals feel they must always be interesting, successful, or attractive. For many, the urge to check social media frequently and post updates can become compulsive. Known as social media addiction, this pattern of behavior leads to increased screen time and decreased engagement in real-world activities. Social media addiction can worsen feelings of isolation, as people spend more time online and less time building meaningful relationships offline. Over time, this reliance on digital validation can impact self-esteem, making it harder to feel content without the reinforcement of likes, comments, and online approval. Cultivating a healthy relationship with social media. Creating a positive relationship with social media involves setting boundaries and developing habits that prioritize mental well-being over digital validation. Here are several strategies for maintaining a balanced approach to social media use. 1. Limit screen time. One of the most effective ways to reduce the negative impact of social media is by limiting screen time. Setting boundaries, such as checking social media only a few times a day, can help reduce anxiety and give people more time to engage in offline activities. 2. Curate your feed. Following accounts that inspire, uplift, and promote realistic representations of life can create a more positive social media experience. Unfollowing or muting accounts that make you feel inadequate or stressed can improve mental health and self-image. 3. Practice mindful usage. Being aware of how you feel when using social media is key to understanding its impact on your mental health. Ask yourself why you're scrolling and if it's making you feel better or worse. Mindful social media usage encourages a more intentional approach, helping you avoid mindless scrolling and comparison. 4. Focus on connections, not validation. Rather than seeking likes or comments, focus on using social media to connect with others and share genuine moments. Building meaningful relationships online and engaging in authentic interactions can reduce the pressure to present a perfect image. 5. Take social media breaks. Periodic digital detoxes can be beneficial, giving your mind a break from the pressures of the online world. A few days or weeks off from social media can help reset your perspective, allowing you to return with a healthier outlook. 6. Challenge negative self-talk. When comparing yourself to others online, take a moment to remind yourself that social media often only shows the highlights, not the full picture. Replacing negative self-talk with affirmations or gratitude for your unique qualities can help build a more positive self-image. Encouraging self-acceptance in the age of social media. Learning to accept oneself is crucial in an age where self-worth is often tied to online validation. Embracing self-acceptance means acknowledging that everyone has strengths, weaknesses, and challenges regardless of what they post online. Self-acceptance fosters resilience, helping individuals navigate the ups and downs of life without constantly seeking approval from others. Developing self-acceptance can be challenging, especially for those who have grown up with social media. However, it's a powerful tool for maintaining mental health and self-esteem. Engaging in practices like journaling, reflecting on personal accomplishments, and setting goals based on personal values rather than external expectations can reinforce self-worth. Additionally, Seeking out communities and resources that promote self-compassion and body positivity can counteract some of the negative influences of social media. The positive side of social media. It's important to recognize that social media isn't inherently negative. These platforms also provide opportunities for connection, self-expression, and support. Many people find comfort in online communities where they can discuss their interests, share experiences, and seek encouragement. Mental health advocacy has also found a voice on social media, with individuals and organizations using these platforms to share resources, reduce stigma, and offer support. By intentionally engaging with positive content and using social media as a tool for connection rather than comparison, people can experience its benefits without falling into the trap of constant validation seeking. Social media can be a space for learning, connecting, and growing when used mindfully and responsibly. Embracing a balanced digital life. Navigating social media with self-awareness and balance can protect mental health and foster a positive self-image. While social media's influence on self-worth can be powerful, recognizing its limitations and setting healthy boundaries allows individuals to take control of their digital lives. Cultivating self-acceptance, focusing on meaningful connections, and practicing mindful usage can turn social media from a source of stress into a tool for support and inspiration. Chapter 5. The Role of Sleep and Mental Health. Why quality sleep is essential for mental wellness. Sleep is a fundamental part of life, as essential to our health and well-being as food and water. However, in our fast-paced, hyper-connected world, sleep is often sacrificed to keep up with work demands, social obligations, or screen time. The impact of poor sleep on mental health is profound, contributing to a range of issues such as anxiety, depression, and cognitive decline. This chapter explores the critical role of sleep in mental health, the effects of sleep deprivation, and practical strategies to improve sleep quality for overall well-being. The science behind sleep and mental health. Sleep is a complex process that supports various aspects of brain function, including memory consolidation, emotional regulation, and cognitive processing. During sleep, the brain clears out toxins, strengthens neural connections, and prepares the body for the day ahead. Two main stages of sleep, rapid eye movement, REM, and non-REM sleep, play unique roles in maintaining mental and physical health. REM sleep. This stage is associated with dreaming and emotional processing. Studies show that REM sleep helps us process memories and regulate emotions, making it crucial for emotional resilience. Non-REM sleep. This deeper sleep stage aids in cell repair, muscle growth, and immune function, while also helping the brain process daily information. Without sufficient non-REM sleep, people often feel mentally foggy and physically fatigued. The average adult needs 7 to 9 hours of sleep per night for optimal functioning. However, sleep quality and continuity are just as important as quantity. Consistently disrupted sleep can lead to a range of mental health problems, even if the total hours appear adequate. How sleep deprivation affects mental health. Chronic sleep deprivation doesn't just lead to fatigue, it has widespread effects on mental health, influencing mood, cognitive abilities, and emotional regulation. Here are some of the primary ways poor sleep impacts mental wellness. 1. Mood and irritability. Lack of sleep increases irritability and makes it difficult to manage emotions. People who are sleep-deprived are more likely to feel anxious, frustrated, or overwhelmed, often responding more strongly to everyday stressors. 2. Increased anxiety and depression. Research shows a strong link between sleep deprivation and anxiety disorders, as well as depression. Poor sleep can trigger anxiety symptoms or exacerbate existing anxiety, creating a cycle where anxiety also disrupts sleep. Similarly, a lack of restful sleep can worsen symptoms of depression, leading to fatigue, low energy, and negative thinking. 3. Cognitive impairment. Sleep deprivation affects the brain's ability to process information, concentrate, and make decisions. It impairs memory retention and the ability to learn new information. This cognitive decline can hinder work performance, problem-solving, and even daily decision-making. 4. Emotional dysregulation. Sleep is essential for regulating emotions and maintaining mental balance. Without adequate rest, the brain's amygdala, which processes emotions, becomes overactive, leading to heightened emotional responses. As a result, sleep-deprived individuals may react more strongly to minor setbacks and feel overwhelmed by negative emotions. 5. Increased risk of burnout. Chronic sleep deprivation is a significant factor in burnout, particularly when combined with stress. Burnout can manifest as emotional exhaustion, detachment, and reduced accomplishment. This state of mental and physical exhaustion makes it difficult to maintain personal and professional responsibilities, creating further stress and strain on mental health. Understanding sleep disorders and mental health. For some, sleep deprivation isn't a choice but a symptom of a sleep disorder, such as insomnia, sleep apnea, or restless leg syndrome. These conditions can make it difficult to fall or stay asleep, leading to fragmented or poor quality sleep. Sleep disorders are closely tied to mental health, often co-occurring with conditions like anxiety and depression. Addressing these underlying sleep disorders is crucial to restoring healthy sleep patterns and improving overall mental health. Insomnia. Chronic insomnia, which involves difficulty falling or staying asleep, can lead to anxiety and depressive symptoms due to prolonged fatigue and frustration. Sleep apnea. Obstructive sleep apnea, OSA, disrupts sleep by causing repeated pauses in breathing. This condition can lead to daytime sleepiness, fatigue, and even increased risks of depression and anxiety. Restless leg syndrome, RS causes uncomfortable sensations in the legs, leading to disrupted sleep. Individuals with RLS may experience anxiety or depressive symptoms due to poor sleep quality. Practical strategies to improve sleep quality. Improving sleep quality is a vital step toward better mental health. Here are some practical, evidence-based strategies to enhance sleep and reduce the risk of sleep-related mental health issues. 1. Establish a consistent sleep routine. Going to bed and waking up at the same time each day helps regulate the body's internal clock. This consistency supports the natural sleep-wake cycle, making it easier to fall asleep and wake up feeling rested. 2. Create a relaxing bedtime routine. Engaging in calming activities before bed can signal to the brain that it's time to sleep. Reading, taking a warm bath, or practicing deep breathing exercises can help prepare the mind and body for rest. 3. Limit screen time before bed. The blue light emitted by screens, phones, tablets, computers, suppresses melatonin, the hormone that regulates sleep. Avoid screens at least an hour before bed to improve sleep quality. Consider using blue light filters on devices if screen use is unavoidable. 4. Avoid stimulants in the evening. Caffeine, nicotine, and even heavy meals close to bedtime can interfere with sleep quality. Opt for a light snack if needed and limit stimulant intake in the hours leading up to sleep. 5. Practice mindfulness and relaxation techniques. Techniques such as meditation, progressive muscle relaxation, and mindfulness help calm the mind and reduce stress, making it easier to transition into sleep. 6. Limit naps during the day. While naps can be beneficial for some, long or late naps can interfere with nighttime sleep. Limiting naps to 20 to 30 minutes earlier in the day can prevent disruption of the regular sleep-wake cycle. Recognizing when to seek professional help. If sleep problems persist despite practicing healthy sleep habits, it may be time to consult a medical professional. Chronic sleep difficulties can be a symptom of underlying health issues or mental health conditions that require treatment. Sleep specialists, therapists, and counselors can offer strategies or interventions that address specific sleep disorders, such as cognitive behavioral therapy for insomnia, CBTI, which has proven highly effective for those with insomnia. The importance of sleep hygiene. Good sleep hygiene is the foundation for restful sleep and involves creating an environment and habits that support consistent, uninterrupted sleep. This includes optimizing the sleep environment. Keep the bedroom cool, quiet, and dark. Consider using blackout curtains or white noise machines if needed to create a restful atmosphere. Investing in comfortable bedding. A supportive mattress and comfortable pillows can make a significant difference in sleep quality, reducing discomfort and encouraging relaxation. Reserving the bed for sleep and rest. Avoid working, eating, or engaging in stimulating activities in bed. This practice helps train the mind to associate the bed with sleep. Building resilience through restorative sleep. Quality sleep not only restores physical energy but also builds mental resilience. When well-rested, individuals are better equipped to handle stress, manage emotions, and maintain a positive outlook. Restorative sleep fosters mental clarity, improves decision-making, and enhances emotional regulation, all essential for a balanced life. By prioritizing sleep, individuals can build a stronger foundation for mental health, ultimately becoming more resilient in the face of life's challenges. Sleep as a pillar of mental health. Sleep is one of the most powerful tools for maintaining mental health, yet it's often overlooked in favor of other pursuits. By understanding the crucial role sleep plays in emotional resilience, cognitive function, and mental well-being, we can start to prioritize rest as a non-negotiable part of our daily lives. Improving sleep quality is a proactive step toward better mental health, helping us navigate the challenges of the modern world with a clearer, more balanced mind. Chapter 6: Workplace Mental Health Challenges. Navigating stress, burnout, and well-being in professional life. In today's world, work is no longer confined to the traditional 9-to-5 schedule. The expectations placed on employees have expanded, with the rise of digital connectivity blurring the boundaries between work and personal life. While ambitious goals and productivity are valued in many workplaces, the demands of modern jobs can often lead to high levels of stress, anxiety, and, ultimately, burnout. In this chapter, we explore the specific mental health challenges faced in professional environments, the impact of workplace culture on mental well-being, and practical approaches for fostering resilience and balance at work. The nature of workplace stress. Workplace stress is often rooted in the pressure to meet deadlines, achieve targets, and maintain productivity, all while managing interpersonal dynamics and evolving expectations. This stress becomes more complex when compounded by factors such as job insecurity, economic fluctuations, and, in many cases, high workloads with limited support. For some, the pressure to perform or secure career advancement leads to a relentless drive, sacrificing well-being for the sake of productivity. As technology continues to evolve, the boundaries between work and personal time become increasingly blurred. It's now common for emails, messages, and notifications to pull people back into work even outside traditional hours. This sense of being always on contributes to an undercurrent of stress that's hard to escape, creating an environment where relaxation and downtime feel elusive. The phenomenon of burnout. Burnout is a state of emotional, physical, and mental exhaustion caused by prolonged and excessive stress. It doesn't happen overnight. Rather, it builds gradually as the demands of the job outweigh the individual's capacity to cope. Burnout manifests in several ways, including chronic fatigue, detachment from work, and reduced performance. People experiencing burnout may feel emotionally drained, lose motivation, and struggle to find purpose in their work, impacting their productivity and, ultimately, their mental health. One of the more concerning aspects of burnout is its cyclical nature. Burnt-out individuals often feel the need to push harder to meet their responsibilities, leading to further exhaustion. This cycle can be difficult to break without conscious efforts to reset priorities and establish boundaries, which are challenging in high-demand work environments where dedication is often equated with success. The role of workplace culture in mental health. Workplace culture plays a significant role in shaping employees' mental well-being. Environments that prioritize high productivity without regard for work-life balance can contribute to stress and burnout. A culture of competition, where employees are constantly pitted against one another, can foster anxiety and undermine job satisfaction. Similarly, workplaces that discourage open conversations about mental health can isolate employees who may be struggling, making it harder for them to seek support. Conversely, a supportive workplace culture that values mental health can make a significant difference. When companies promote open communication, provide flexibility, and show empathy toward employees, they create a more inclusive environment. Employees in such environments often report higher job satisfaction, reduced stress, and a stronger sense of belonging. When mental health is prioritized, productivity and job satisfaction tend to improve, creating a positive feedback loop that benefits both individuals and organizations. Managing workplace stress and promoting balance. Cultivating a healthy work-life balance and managing workplace stress are essential for long-term mental well-being. While it's often challenging to make drastic changes within a work environment, individuals can adopt strategies to navigate work-related stress more effectively. Developing resilience, creating boundaries, and advocating for personal needs are crucial steps toward fostering mental health at work. One key approach to managing stress is setting realistic boundaries. This might mean establishing specific times to check emails or ending work at a consistent hour each day. These boundaries help create mental separation between work and personal life, reducing the likelihood of work intruding into personal time. Additionally, taking regular breaks throughout the day can help prevent fatigue and improve focus, making it easier to stay engaged without feeling overwhelmed. Self-compassion is equally important. In demanding workplaces, people often push themselves hard, driven by the fear of falling short or disappointing others. Adopting a mindset of self-compassion, recognizing one's limits and allowing for imperfections, can mitigate some of the internal pressures that contribute to stress and burnout. Recognizing that taking time to recharge is not only acceptable but essential is a powerful shift that promotes long-term resilience. The power of support and connection. Support from colleagues and supervisors can make a meaningful difference in handling workplace stress. Social connections in the workplace offer a sense of belonging, encouragement, and camaraderie. By fostering positive relationships with coworkers, individuals create a support network that can provide empathy, shared insights, and even humor during challenging times. Teams that encourage collaboration and mutual respect often report lower levels of stress and higher levels of satisfaction. The role of leadership in mental health support is also critical. Managers who actively promote mental wellness, encourage open conversations about mental health, and set realistic expectations create an environment where employees feel safe and supported. When leaders model work-life balance and take steps to prevent overwork, they set an example that promotes healthier habits across the organization. Recognizing when to seek help. Despite best efforts, some work-related stressors may become overwhelming and require professional support. Recognizing when stress is unmanageable is vital. If stress leads to persistent feelings of sadness, anxiety, irritability, or a constant sense of dread about going to work, seeking help from a mental health professional can provide strategies for coping and improving resilience. Therapy, counseling, and workplace support groups offer avenues for individuals to explore their experiences, find tools for stress management, and navigate work challenges constructively. Many workplaces are beginning to offer employee assistance programs, EAPs, which provide employees with access to counseling and mental health resources. EAPs are typically confidential and free of charge, making them an accessible support option for those facing stress or mental health concerns related to work. Taking advantage of these resources can offer relief and provide practical tools for managing work-related pressures. Building a healthier work environment. In a world where the demands of work continue to rise, promoting mental well-being in the workplace is essential for sustaining both individual health and organizational success. Fostering a culture of empathy, prioritizing work-life balance, and creating avenues for support not only help employees manage stress but also contribute to a more resilient, engaged, and motivated workforce. For individuals, learning to set boundaries, recognize limitations, and seek support can transform the work experience from one of stress and burnout to one of balance and fulfillment. The pursuit of mental health at work is a collaborative effort, involving both personal resilience and a supportive workplace environment. By addressing workplace stress and promoting mental wellness, we create a path toward healthier, more productive professional lives. Chapter 7: Mental Health in Adolescents and Young Adults. The unique pressures on the younger generation. Adolescents and young adults today face an array of unique challenges and pressures that can have significant effects on their mental health. From academic expectations and social media influences to the uncertainties of adulthood and an increasingly competitive job market, the younger generation must navigate a world vastly different from that of previous generations. This chapter explores the specific mental health issues that impact young people, the factors that contribute to these challenges, and approaches for fostering resilience and support. The complex landscape of growing up today. The transition from adolescence to adulthood has always been a critical period for mental and emotional development. However, today's environment presents unique challenges. Academic performance pressures, economic uncertainties, and the expectation to succeed socially and professionally weigh heavily on young minds. Many adolescents feel caught between traditional expectations and a rapidly changing world, creating a sense of instability. Social media compounds these challenges, creating a space where social comparison, cyberbullying, and the pressure to curate a perfect online persona are constant. Studies show that young people who spend significant time on social media are more likely to experience anxiety, depression, and low self-esteem. The online world can amplify feelings of inadequacy as young people see filtered versions of others' lives, leading to an unrealistic benchmark that is difficult, if not impossible, to reach. Academic and career pressures. One of the major sources of stress for adolescents and young adults is academic pressure. With intense competition for college placements, scholarships, and desirable jobs, many young people feel compelled to achieve at the highest level. This constant push to excel can lead to high levels of anxiety, perfectionism, and fear of failure. For some, even minor setbacks can feel catastrophic, resulting in self-doubt, guilt, or shame. Additionally, the economic climate has made financial security a concern for young adults. Many are burdened by student debt, the high cost of living, and an unpredictable job market, all of which contribute to stress. The combination of financial insecurity and job instability can lead to a feeling of hopelessness or frustration. For some young adults, the pressure to achieve stability quickly creates a sense of being behind in life, fueling anxiety and depressive thoughts. Social media and identity formation. Social media plays a central role in the lives of today's adolescents and young adults, impacting self-esteem, self-image, and identity development. While social media can foster connections, it also promotes comparison and competition. Adolescents, who are still developing their sense of identity, may find it challenging to separate their self-worth from the validation they receive online. Likes, comments, and follower counts can feel like metrics of success or failure, leading to feelings of inadequacy or pressure to maintain a particular image. Moreover, cyberbullying is a pervasive issue that can have serious mental health implications. Young people who experience online harassment may suffer from increased levels of anxiety, depression, and, in severe cases, suicidal thoughts. Social media also creates a platform for unrealistic beauty standards, often edited and filtered to perfection. For many young people, this can lead to body dissatisfaction and low self-esteem as they measure themselves against an impossible standard. Navigating relationships and social expectations. Adolescence and young adulthood are periods marked by the search for identity and the formation of meaningful relationships. However, the social pressures of today are complex. With social media amplifying every social interaction, young people may feel the need to perform socially, creating pressure to maintain a certain image or be part of certain social circles. These expectations can lead to stress, anxiety, and even isolation. Romantic relationships, too, can be sources of stress. For young adults, navigating romantic connections while dealing with academic, career, and social pressures can be overwhelming. Relationships are also more visible than ever, with social media making private moments public. The fear of judgment or comparison can add strain, making young people feel vulnerable or anxious in their relationships. The impact of global issues and uncertainty. Young people today are highly aware of global challenges, including climate change, political instability, and social justice issues. This awareness, often heightened by social media and 24/7 news coverage, can lead to a phenomenon known as eco-anxiety or climate anxiety, where individuals feel overwhelmed or distressed by environmental concerns. Similarly, issues like social inequality, discrimination, and economic instability can foster feelings of disillusionment, anger, or hopelessness. This exposure to global challenges can have both positive and negative effects on mental health. On one hand, it can inspire young people to become active and engaged in making a difference. On the other, The weight of these issues can contribute to a sense of powerlessness and fear about the future, adding to the mental health burden on young people. Fostering resilience and well-being. While the challenges facing young people today are complex, there are ways to build resilience and mental well-being. Resilience is the ability to adapt and recover from adversity, and it can be cultivated through intentional practices and supportive relationships. For young people, building resilience involves learning coping skills, developing a strong sense of self, and establishing healthy boundaries with technology and social media. 1. Self-acceptance and realistic expectations. Encouraging young people to set realistic expectations for themselves, embracing imperfections, and understanding that setbacks are a natural part of life can help build resilience. Self-acceptance allows them to navigate failures without harsh self-criticism, fostering a mindset of growth and learning. 2. Mindfulness and self-reflection. Practices like mindfulness and journaling can help young people tune into their emotions and recognize negative thought patterns. These practices encourage self-awareness, enabling them to better understand their values, strengths, and triggers, and ultimately build a stronger sense of self. 3. Supportive relationships. Family, friends, mentors, and counselors can provide critical support during this transitional period. Open communication with trusted individuals allows young people to express their challenges and receive encouragement. Schools and universities that prioritize mental health resources play an important role in helping students navigate their mental health journey. 4. Healthy relationship with social media. Teaching young people to critically evaluate social media and recognize that online personas are often curated can help reduce the impact of comparison. Digital literacy skills, like understanding the influence of algorithms and developing boundaries around screen time, can support healthier engagement with technology. 5. Seeking professional help when needed. It's crucial to normalize seeking help when stress, anxiety, or depressive symptoms become overwhelming. Therapy provides a safe space for young people to work through personal issues, learn coping strategies, and receive guidance on managing the pressures they face. A holistic approach to supporting young people. Supporting the mental health of adolescents and young adults requires a collective effort from families, schools, and communities. Schools that incorporate mental health education, provide access to counseling, and foster inclusive, non-judgmental environments help young people navigate this period more effectively. Parents and caregivers can play an equally important role by modeling healthy coping mechanisms, encouraging open conversations about mental health, and showing empathy. Additionally, young people benefit from spaces that encourage creativity, exploration, and self-expression. Involvement in extracurricular activities, volunteer work, and community engagement offers them a sense of purpose and belonging. Programs and resources that promote mental wellness, whether through mentorship, peer support, or creative outlets, help create a balanced foundation for navigating life's challenges. Building a path to resilient adulthood. The path from adolescence to adulthood is filled with unique pressures, but it also offers tremendous opportunities for growth, learning, and self-discovery. By fostering resilience, encouraging self-acceptance, and promoting open conversations about mental health, we can help the younger generation build a foundation for a mentally healthy future. Chapter 8. The Benefits of Mindfulness and Meditation. Practices to improve mental resilience and balance. In an era characterized by constant demands and digital distractions, mindfulness and meditation have emerged as powerful tools for enhancing mental well-being. These practices, rooted in ancient traditions but widely embraced in modern mental health approaches, offer effective methods for managing stress, improving focus, and fostering emotional resilience. This chapter explores the principles of mindfulness and meditation, how they impact mental health, and practical ways to incorporate these practices into daily life. Understanding mindfulness and meditation. Mindfulness is the practice of paying intentional attention to the present moment without judgment. It encourages us to focus on our thoughts, emotions, and bodily sensations as they are, rather than getting lost in worries about the past or future. Meditation, often used to cultivate mindfulness, involves dedicating time to focus the mind, using techniques such as breathing exercises, body scans, or guided visualizations. The goal of mindfulness and meditation is not to eliminate thoughts or emotions but to develop a healthy awareness and acceptance of them. These practices train the mind to respond rather than react to challenges, creating a buffer against stress and enhancing emotional regulation. For many, this shift in perspective provides a sense of calm and balance that's often missing in a hectic, fast-paced world. The impact of mindfulness on mental health. Mindfulness and meditation have gained significant attention in psychology and neuroscience, with numerous studies confirming their benefits for mental health. Regular mindfulness practice has been shown to reduce symptoms of anxiety and depression, increase self-awareness, and improve overall life satisfaction. One reason for these benefits is that mindfulness helps rewire the brain, strengthening areas responsible for attention, emotion regulation, and stress resilience. For individuals dealing with anxiety, mindfulness can provide relief by helping them observe anxious thoughts without becoming overwhelmed. Instead of getting caught in a spiral of worry, they can acknowledge their thoughts and let them pass. Similarly, mindfulness can reduce the impact of depressive thoughts by encouraging a non-judgmental approach to emotions, allowing individuals to accept and process feelings rather than suppress them. Meditation can also improve focus and cognitive function. In a world filled with distractions, the ability to concentrate and stay present becomes a valuable skill. Studies indicate that mindfulness meditation can enhance attention span and working memory, making it easier to manage daily tasks and maintain mental clarity. Building emotional resilience through mindfulness. One of the most valuable aspects of mindfulness is its ability to cultivate resilience. Life is filled with challenges and uncertainties, and the ability to remain steady in the face of difficulties is essential for mental well-being. Mindfulness helps build this resilience by encouraging a perspective of acceptance and non-attachment. When we learn to accept both positive and negative experiences without judgment, we become less likely to be thrown off course by adversity. For example, when faced with a stressful situation, mindfulness encourages individuals to acknowledge their stress response without letting it dictate their actions. This allows for a thoughtful, calm approach to problem solving. Over time, this habit of mindful response strengthens emotional resilience, making it easier to adapt to new challenges and recover from setbacks. Mindfulness techniques for everyday life. Incorporating mindfulness into daily life doesn't require extensive training or large time commitments. Simple, practical techniques can be highly effective, helping individuals stay present, manage stress, and improve overall mental health. Here are some accessible ways to practice mindfulness. Breath awareness. Focusing on the breath is one of the simplest and most effective mindfulness techniques. Taking a few deep, conscious breaths when feeling stressed or overwhelmed can calm the mind and ground the body. Breath awareness can be practiced anywhere, making it a versatile tool for managing stress in real time. Body scan. This technique involves paying attention to each part of the body, noticing sensations, tension, or discomfort without judgment. Body scans help individuals become more in tune with their physical state, often revealing areas of tension or stress that may go unnoticed in daily life. Mindful observation. Taking a few moments to observe surroundings with full attention can anchor the mind in the present. This could mean noticing the colors, textures, and sounds in a room or observing the details of a landscape. By focusing on sensory experiences, mindful observation provides a break from the constant flow of thoughts. Mindful eating. Many people eat on autopilot, barely aware of their food's taste or texture. Mindful eating involves slowing down and savoring each bite, focusing on the flavors, smells, and textures of the food. This practice not only enhances enjoyment but can also improve digestion and encourage healthier eating habits. Guided meditation. For those new to meditation, guided sessions, available through apps, videos, or recordings, can be a helpful way to get started. These sessions often focus on themes like relaxation, gratitude, or compassion, providing structure and support for beginners. The long-term benefits of a mindful lifestyle. Practicing mindfulness regularly can transform the way individuals experience and respond to life's challenges. In the long term, mindfulness fosters a mindset of patience, self-compassion, and inner calm, which are crucial for sustaining mental health. People who practice mindfulness often report feeling more connected to themselves and others, with a greater appreciation for small moments of joy in everyday life. They become better equipped to handle stress and more resilient in the face of setbacks, viewing challenges as opportunities for growth rather than threats. Additionally, mindfulness supports healthy relationships. By being fully present in conversations and showing genuine empathy, individuals foster stronger connections with friends, family, and coworkers. Mindfulness helps reduce reactivity, allowing for thoughtful responses and enhancing communication, which is especially valuable in times of conflict. Mindfulness in modern mental health treatment. Given the proven mental health benefits, mindfulness and meditation are increasingly integrated into therapeutic approaches. Mindfulness-based stress reduction, MBSR, and mindfulness-based cognitive therapy, MBCT, are two evidence-based programs used to help people manage conditions like anxiety, depression, and chronic stress. These therapies combine mindfulness practices with psychological tools, teaching individuals to observe and change negative thought patterns. Therapists often recommend mindfulness techniques as part of treatment plans, encouraging clients to use mindfulness as a way to manage symptoms between sessions. The accessibility of mindfulness makes it a valuable supplement to therapy, giving people tools they can use independently to improve their mental health. Embracing mindfulness in daily life. Incorporating mindfulness into daily life doesn't mean setting aside hours each day for meditation. Rather, it's about finding moments of presence within ordinary activities. By practicing mindfulness during routines, like brushing teeth, commuting, or even washing dishes, individuals can integrate mindfulness into their lives naturally, without major changes to their schedules. Practicing mindfulness isn't about achieving perfection or living in constant peace. It's about building an inner awareness that allows for greater self-compassion, acceptance, and patience in the face of life's ups and downs. Mindfulness offers a way to navigate the complexities of the modern world with grace and balance, helping individuals maintain a sense of calm and clarity no matter what challenges arise. The power of presence. Mindfulness and meditation are powerful tools that empower individuals to cultivate resilience, emotional stability, and inner peace. By bringing awareness to the present moment and developing an accepting, non-judgmental attitude, we learn to experience life fully, respond thoughtfully to stress, and nurture a more balanced mind. As we continue our exploration of mental health, the next chapter will address the importance of breaking the stigma around mental illness, creating a more compassionate and understanding society. Chapter 9. Breaking the Stigma of Mental Illness. Moving toward a compassionate society. Despite growing awareness and understanding of mental health, stigma around mental illness persists in many parts of society. This stigma creates barriers that prevent individuals from seeking help, speaking openly about their struggles, and accessing the resources they need. Breaking down these barriers is essential for creating a society that supports mental well-being for everyone. In this chapter, we'll explore the roots of mental health stigma, its impact on individuals, and ways we can foster a more compassionate, accepting approach to mental illness. Understanding the roots of stigma. Mental health stigma is rooted in centuries-old misconceptions about mental illness. Historically, mental health conditions were often misunderstood and associated with personal weakness, moral failings, or even supernatural beliefs. Although science has made significant strides in understanding mental health, these outdated views still linger, affecting how mental illness is perceived today. Stigma around mental health also stems from a lack of understanding and fear of the unknown. Many people may feel uncomfortable discussing mental health because they're uncertain about what it entails or fear saying the wrong thing. This discomfort often leads to avoidance, silence, or judgment, all of which contribute to stigma. As a result, those struggling with mental illness may feel misunderstood, marginalized, or even ashamed of their experiences. The impact of stigma on individuals. Stigma doesn't just affect how society views mental illness. It directly impacts the lives of those who experience it. When people feel judged or shamed for their mental health challenges, they are less likely to seek help or speak openly about their struggles. This can lead to a dangerous cycle where untreated mental health issues worsen over time, impacting every aspect of an individual's life, including their relationships, career, and physical health. The internalization of stigma, known as self-stigma, is also common. People may begin to believe the negative stereotypes associated with mental illness, leading to feelings of shame, guilt, and unworthiness. This self-stigma can erode self-esteem, create isolation, and contribute to feelings of hopelessness. For many, the fear of being judged or discriminated against is as distressing as the mental health symptoms themselves. In workplaces, schools, and communities, stigma can create environments where individuals feel compelled to hide their mental health struggles. This lack of openness can lead to misunderstandings, strained relationships, and a sense of disconnection, as people feel pressured to keep parts of themselves hidden. The benefits of breaking down stigma. Breaking the stigma surrounding mental illness has profound benefits for both individuals and society as a whole. When stigma is reduced, people feel empowered to seek help and discuss their mental health without fear of judgment. Open conversations about mental health can lead to greater awareness, understanding, and empathy, making it easier for people to offer and receive support. A society that accepts mental health as part of the human experience creates a ripple effect. Normalizing mental health struggles encourages more people to seek help early, reducing the severity of issues over time and helping prevent crises. This acceptance also fosters a culture of compassion, where people are more likely to listen without judgment, offer support, and build stronger, more understanding communities. How to break the stigma around mental health. 1. Education and awareness. One of the most effective ways to combat stigma is through education. Understanding that mental health conditions are medical issues, not character flaws, can change perceptions. Educating people about the symptoms, causes, and treatment of mental health conditions helps demystify these issues and dispels misconceptions. Schools, workplaces, and media can play a crucial role in promoting mental health literacy. 2. Open conversations. Encouraging open, honest conversations about mental health can reduce the fear and shame often associated with it. When individuals share their experiences, it humanizes mental illness and challenges stereotypes. Public figures, celebrities, and leaders who openly discuss their mental health journeys also help reduce stigma, showing that mental illness affects people from all walks of life. 3. Language matters. The words we use to talk about mental health shape our perceptions. Terms like crazy, insane, or weak reinforce negative stereotypes. Replacing these terms with compassionate, accurate language can create a more supportive environment. Phrasing like living with depression rather than suffering from or struggling with can shift perspectives, emphasizing resilience over weakness. 4. Supportive workplaces and schools. Creating environments that prioritize mental health support is key to combating stigma. In workplaces, employee assistance programs, EAPs, mental health days, and resources for stress management can make a significant difference. Similarly, schools can integrate mental health education, counseling services, and peer support programs to foster open, accepting attitudes. 5. Empowering those with lived experience. People who have lived with mental illness bring valuable perspectives to the conversation. By involving individuals with lived experience in advocacy, education, and policymaking, we can promote a more accurate, compassionate understanding of mental health. Organizations and advocacy groups led by those with lived experience are often at the forefront of reducing stigma and offering support. Mental health advocacy and the role of society. Mental health advocacy is a powerful force for change, providing a voice for those affected by mental illness and pushing for policies that support mental health. Advocacy groups work to increase funding for mental health services, promote accessible treatment options, and raise awareness about mental health challenges. By supporting these efforts, society can help build a more inclusive, supportive environment where mental health is a priority. In recent years, social media has become a platform for mental health advocacy, enabling individuals to share their experiences and connect with supportive communities. Campaigns like It's Okay to Not Be Okay or Mental Health Matters reach broad audiences, encouraging people to seek help and reminding them that they're not alone. This shift toward mental health advocacy in public discourse has contributed significantly to breaking down stigma. Building a compassionate society. Creating a stigma-free society requires collective effort and commitment. When communities embrace mental health as a normal part of life, they foster an environment where people feel comfortable seeking help and expressing vulnerability. Empathy is at the heart of this transformation. By listening without judgment, offering support, and encouraging others to share their experiences, we build a foundation of understanding. Compassionate societies are those in which individuals look out for one another, recognizing that mental health challenges are universal and that everyone deserves kindness and support. Through empathy and open-mindedness, we can transform our communities into spaces where mental health is respected and valued, and where everyone feels safe to seek help. Moving toward a future without stigma. A future free from mental health stigma is possible. By breaking down stereotypes, fostering open conversations, and embracing compassionate attitudes, we can create a society that prioritizes mental well-being for all. Each step we take toward understanding and acceptance brings us closer to a world where mental health is treated with the same importance as physical health, and where those affected by mental illness feel empowered rather than marginalized. Chapter 10: The Future of Mental Health Treatment. Innovations and Emerging Therapies. As our understanding of mental health deepens, new treatments and technologies are transforming the field, offering fresh hope for individuals facing mental health challenges. From advances in neuroscience and medication to digital tools and alternative therapies, the landscape of mental health treatment is evolving rapidly. In this chapter, we explore some of the most promising innovations, examining how they work, their potential impact, and what they mean for the future of mental health care. The role of neuroscience in mental health advances. Neuroscience is reshaping mental health treatment by revealing how brain chemistry and function influence thoughts, emotions, and behavior. Research in this field has led to groundbreaking discoveries, particularly regarding the brain's plasticity or its ability to adapt and reorganize itself. This insight has opened the door to treatments that target specific brain regions or processes associated with conditions like depression, anxiety, and post-traumatic stress disorder, PTSD. One promising area of research is neurostimulation, a technique that uses electrical or magnetic impulses to stimulate specific brain areas. Transcranial magnetic stimulation, TMS, and deep brain stimulation, DBS, have shown potential for individuals who do not respond to traditional treatments. TMS, for example, has been effective in alleviating treatment-resistant depression by stimulating parts of the brain involved in mood regulation. As these methods become more refined, they offer new possibilities for treating mental health conditions that have been historically difficult to address. Digital therapeutics and mental health apps. The rise of digital therapeutics has transformed how people access mental health support. Mental health apps provide tools for managing stress, anxiety, and depression, often right from a smartphone. Apps like Headspace, Calm, and Insight Timer offer guided meditations and mindfulness exercises, which help individuals manage daily stress and improve emotional regulation. Beyond mindfulness, mental health apps also include cognitive behavioral therapy, CBT, tools, mood tracking, and self-guided exercises that empower users to take charge of their mental health. These digital tools offer accessibility and flexibility, making mental health resources available to people who may not have access to traditional therapy. Some apps, like Wobot, even use AI-driven chatbots that provide support and therapeutic techniques to users. While these tools do not replace in-person therapy, they complement treatment and provide valuable support. Teletherapy, or virtual counseling, has also grown in popularity, allowing people to access therapy remotely. This form of therapy has proven especially useful for individuals in rural areas, those with mobility challenges, or those who feel more comfortable in their home environment. Teletherapy has broadened the reach of mental health services, reducing geographical and logistical barriers to receiving care. Emerging psychedelic-assisted therapies. Psychedelic-assisted therapy, which uses substances like psilocybin, the active compound in magic mushrooms, and MDMA, is gaining attention for its potential to treat mental health conditions such as PTSD, depression, and anxiety. While still in the research phase and subject to strict regulations, studies on psychedelics have shown promising results, particularly for individuals with treatment-resistant conditions. In controlled, therapeutic settings, these substances are used alongside guided therapy to facilitate emotional processing and healing. For example, MDMA-assisted therapy has shown significant promise in helping veterans and trauma survivors by reducing symptoms of PTSD. Psychedelics appear to work by resetting certain neural pathways, enabling individuals to confront difficult emotions or memories with a new perspective. As research progresses, psychedelic-assisted therapies may become a more accepted part of mental health treatment. Personalized medicine in psychiatry. One of the most exciting advancements in mental health treatment is the move toward personalized medicine. Traditionally, mental health treatments have involved a degree of trial and error, as individuals respond differently to medications and therapies. However, personalized medicine aims to tailor treatment to an individual's unique genetic, biological, and psychological profile. Pharmacogenomics, a field that studies how genes influence drug responses, is increasingly used to help determine which medications might be most effective for a particular individual. By analyzing a person's genetic makeup, doctors can gain insights into how they may metabolize certain medications, reducing the risk of side effects and improving treatment outcomes. Personalized medicine holds the potential to streamline treatment processes, reduce the duration of ineffective treatments, and improve recovery rates. Virtual reality, VR, and augmented reality, AR, in therapy. Virtual reality, VR, and augmented reality, AR, technologies are revolutionizing mental health therapy by providing immersive experiences that aid in exposure therapy, a common treatment for phobias, PTSD, and anxiety. Exposure therapy helps individuals confront their fears or traumatic memories in a controlled setting, reducing anxiety over time. VR offers a unique way to safely recreate scenarios that would be difficult or impossible to simulate otherwise. For example, VR can create environments that simulate public speaking situations, crowded spaces, or even airplanes for individuals with specific phobias. Therapists guide patients through these virtual experiences, helping them build coping strategies and gradually reduce their anxiety. AR and VR have also shown promise in treating social anxiety, allowing individuals to practice social interactions in a safe, controlled environment. This technology represents an innovative way to enhance therapeutic experiences and create personalized treatment plans. Mindfulness-based cognitive therapy, MBCT, and compassion-focused therapy, CFT. While cognitive behavioral therapy, CBT, remains one of the most widely used treatments for mental health, newer approaches that integrate mindfulness and compassion are emerging as effective alternatives. Mindfulness-based cognitive therapy, MBCT, combines traditional CBT techniques with mindfulness practices, encouraging individuals to observe their thoughts and emotions non-judgmentally. MBCT is particularly effective for preventing relapse in individuals who have recovered from depression. Compassion-focused therapy, CFT, is another innovative approach designed for people who struggle with self-criticism and shame. CFT encourages individuals to develop a compassionate inner voice, fostering self-kindness and acceptance. By reducing self-judgment, CFT can help improve self-esteem and reduce symptoms of depression and anxiety. These approaches highlight a shift toward holistic, human-centered treatment methods that acknowledge the importance of acceptance and self-compassion in mental health recovery. The promise and challenges of AI in mental health. Artificial intelligence, AI, is an emerging tool in mental health care, providing new ways to diagnose, monitor, and treat mental health conditions. AI-driven algorithms can analyze patterns in speech, text, and behavior to detect signs of mental health issues, enabling early intervention. In clinical settings, AI can assist therapists by tracking patient progress and identifying shifts in mental health that may require attention. While AI offers exciting possibilities, it also raises ethical concerns, including data privacy, accuracy, and the risk of misdiagnosis. Additionally, AI cannot replace the empathy, insight, and adaptability of human therapists. However, as a supplement to traditional care, AI has the potential to enhance diagnostic accuracy, improve access to resources, and provide personalized support to individuals. Embracing a holistic approach to mental health. As new treatments and technologies emerge, there is a growing recognition of the importance of a holistic approach to mental health. Rather than viewing mental health as separate from physical and emotional well-being, holistic treatment considers the interconnectedness of body, mind, and lifestyle. Integrative approaches include traditional therapy, medication, and lifestyle interventions such as nutrition, exercise, and mindfulness practices. This comprehensive perspective acknowledges that mental health is influenced by multiple factors and that effective treatment may involve a combination of approaches. Holistic practices, such as yoga, meditation, and breathwork, are increasingly incorporated into mental health care. These practices, though not new, are receiving renewed attention for their benefits in stress reduction, emotional regulation, and mental clarity. Combined with emerging therapies, a holistic approach offers a more flexible, patient-centered framework for mental health treatment. A new era of mental health care. The future of mental health treatment holds exciting possibilities, offering individuals more options, greater accessibility, and personalized care. With advances in neuroscience, digital technology, and innovative therapeutic approaches, we are entering an era where mental health care is more responsive, inclusive, and adaptable to individual needs. Embracing these innovations will require collaboration between researchers, practitioners, and communities to ensure that treatment is both effective and ethical. As we move forward, the integration of these new therapies with compassionate, human-centered care will help break down barriers to treatment, reduce stigma, and support mental wellness for all. The journey toward improved mental health is ongoing, and these advancements bring us closer to a world where everyone has the tools and support they need to thrive. Conclusion: pathways to a mentally healthier future. Building resilience, compassion, and community for well-being. Throughout this book, we've explored the complex landscape of mental health in the modern world, from the pressures of technology and social media to the importance of sleep, resilience, and breaking down stigma. We've also looked at how mental health treatment is evolving, offering new hope through innovations and a growing understanding of holistic approaches. As we conclude, the focus turns to how we, as individuals and as a society, can foster mental well-being for ourselves and each other. By embracing resilience, compassion, and a sense of community, we can create a foundation for a mentally healthier future. Embracing resilience, strength in adaptation. Resilience is the ability to navigate challenges with flexibility, optimism, and determination. It doesn't mean being unaffected by adversity, but rather developing the skills to adapt, recover, and even grow from difficult experiences. Building resilience involves cultivating emotional awareness, developing healthy coping mechanisms, and maintaining a growth-oriented mindset. Practicing mindfulness, engaging in self-reflection, and focusing on personal strengths are all ways to build resilience. By learning to face setbacks with patience and a spirit of learning, we can approach life's difficulties with less fear and more confidence. Resilience empowers us to see challenges not as threats, but as opportunities for growth, a perspective that is fundamental to mental health. The power of compassion, building empathy and reducing stigma. Compassion is a powerful tool for both personal and societal well-being. When we approach ourselves and others with empathy and kindness, we create a culture where mental health challenges are met with support rather than judgment. Self-compassion, in particular, helps us avoid harsh self-criticism and instead fosters a nurturing relationship with ourselves. Compassion also extends outward. Supporting friends, family members, and colleagues through mental health struggles can make a profound difference in their lives. A simple willingness to listen, show empathy, and avoid judgment creates a safe space where individuals feel valued and understood. As a society, cultivating compassion can reduce stigma and foster a more inclusive environment where mental health is openly discussed and respected. The role of community, strength in connection. Human beings are inherently social, and community plays a crucial role in mental health. Supportive relationships provide a sense of belonging, reduce isolation, and offer emotional resources during difficult times. Connecting with others, whether through family, friends, support groups, or community activities strengthens our mental resilience and gives us a network we can rely on when facing life's challenges. Community involvement also promotes mental wellness on a larger scale. Schools, workplaces, and local organizations that prioritize mental health support contribute to a culture of openness and accessibility. Communities that foster mental health awareness, provide resources, and encourage open conversations about mental well-being create an environment where everyone can thrive. Practical steps for moving forward. As individuals, there are steps we can take to build a foundation for mental wellness. Prioritizing self-care, setting boundaries, and making time for mindfulness are all actions that nurture our mental health. Staying informed about mental health resources and seeking professional help when needed empowers us to take control of our well-being. On a societal level, advocating for accessible mental health care, supporting mental health education, and engaging in mental health advocacy can drive meaningful change. When communities invest in mental health, they build a foundation for healthier, happier lives for all members. Looking toward a mentally healthier future. The future of mental health is one of openness, innovation, and inclusivity. By embracing resilience, fostering compassion, and building strong communities, we can create a society where mental well-being is prioritized and supported. The journey to mental health is ongoing, and while challenges will continue to arise, the tools, insights, and support systems available today make it possible to face these challenges with strength and hope. May this book serve as a guide, a resource, and a reminder that mental health is a journey, one that we are all on together. By committing to our well-being and supporting each other, we can create a brighter, mentally healthier future for ourselves and for generations to come.